Mindfulness to me is about being present in the present moment, being grounded, being aware of our thoughts, of feelings, of emotions. I think any activity could be a mindful activity. So it's about bringing one's awareness to that activity, using your senses. And when you're doing that, you're in the present moment and then you're really aware, and that's what makes it a mindful activity. So instead of, for example, getting upset that your roommate left dishes in the sink and there's frustration and all that, you can make that activity of kind of washing a dish into a mindful practice by using your senses, kind of feeling the water, smelling the suds, really kind of noticing the changes in temperature of the water as you're washing that dish, kind of bringing all of your senses and focusing on that particular activity. And what typically happens is the frustration that you initially felt dissipates. And so that's just a very simple example of bringing mindfulness to something that we do every day. And certainly mindfulness can also be applied to, for example, studying. I'll often talk to students about ways of maybe, focusing on their breath before previewing material or right after previewing material before they kind of launch into studying. So that can be really helpful to kind of bring down any tension or anxiety. Then they're better able to retain information as well.
Wow.
Right. It can be part of a self-care practice overall. I mean, I think especially now there's so much stress and pressure. There are scary world events. It's just a really challenging time, and I think just having some quiet time and quiet space to be able to focus on your breath, to be able to check in with what you're feeling internally, sometimes counting your breaths can be helpful, or having a mantra or a word or phrase that is meaningful can be really helpful in terms of bringing that anxiety down, and that's something that students can do fairly readily. Well, I think there are a lot of strategies. I know that at CAPS we have mindfulness and meditation groups where we, basically teach students and practice meditation together. And by developing these meditation skills, they're becoming more mindful. It's a way of kind of cultivating mindfulness.
Sure.
Well, it's a structured class. It's only 4 weeks, but the nice thing about that is you have accountability. And it's a small group setting, so there are no more than 10 to 12 students with 1 or 2 facilitators, and each week focuses on a different mindfulness technique and a guided meditation. So there are skills that are taught right away that are easily implemented, that students can start doing right away, that can have a huge impact on anxiety and sleep and mood, stress in general, all of that. So we kind of, teach them 2 skills a week, and they're asked to keep a log, which is great. They're reading that supplements their learning. So it's a fun time, and practice the skills together.